So Rob, how long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this on my own for probably about 5 years. I joined Foreclosure Solutions about 2 years ago.
Okay.
And so was doing it on my own, kind of looked at all the research that it took to do it as far as the data compiling, and just kind of realized I was in over my head.
Yeah.
Had the opportunity to kind of work for Kerry, kind of learn under him as what he had done, and I've been doing it ever since.
And what's the name of your company?
We're Foreclosure Solutions.
All right. Okay. What about first-time home buyers? You see many first-time home buyers here?
A lot more now, just because of with all the short sales in the market,
Yeah.
people are making offers on short sales.
Yeah.
A lot of clients don't want to wait 6 months for the bank to get back to them with an offer, and so a lot more people are approaching the auction as a way to buy a primary residence at a much better price than you can buy in the open market.
So if someone is trying to figure out, should I buy at auction or should I buy a bank-owned REO? I mean, what are the reasons for each?
Well, the reason why the auction makes it a little bit tough is it does require that you have all your funds up front.
Right.
So getting pre-approval and things like that is kind of the key. The nice thing with an REO is you can typically walk through them like a normal listing. They're not as heavily discounted as they probably should be, but buying at auction, you don't always get the chance to walk through properties, so there's a little bit more risk involved, but with a calculated risk and obviously analyzing the properties, there's some great deals to be had. So just got to do your homework.
Okay, so if a first-time home buyer is going to do this, I mean, they're not going to do all this themselves. To me, it just seems too incredibly
daunting,
overwhelming.
So,
right. So they work with a group, a company like yours, and then if you guys are the high bidder on the house that they want, then you'll turn around and sell it to them for like some sort of fee? No? Yes?
Typically not. You typically work with investors. Now, if the investor wants to purchase the property and then go through with the traditional closing with the client that wants to buy the first-time home buyer, then that's something we'll help them set up. But typically, as a company, the loans that are done here are hard money loans, and so they cannot be used for primary residence.
All right. Okay. And so, in terms of, if you were a first-time home buyer, would you rather buy at auction or a bank-owned REO, and why?
Well, it all depends on how much risk you're willing to take. Now, if you're willing to accept a little bit more risk, you can get a much better deal at auction than you will get in an REO.
What do you think, like 10, 20% better?
Oh, in certain cases. I mean, some of the properties they were bought at 50 cents on the dollar.
Oh my God.
There was a one in Redmond that was sold for $273 today. Was probably worth about $410.
Wow, and so that's the bank because that person could have sold the house if they would have had all that equity.
Well, there was other liens on the property. So there was a first that was owed, and buying at foreclosure auction, subordinate liens or junior liens are wiped out. So in this case, there was a first lien for what was owed, the opening bid, and then the second and third mortgages were wiped out at auction. So they have the option to come represent themselves. If they don't, they are wiped out.
So there you go.
That's
so a random buyer wouldn't know which.
The average home buyer doesn't know. Yeah, that's why buying at auction, you need to actually work with a service to make sure you're getting the right information. And not to mention, I mean, title information is super important. These people have tax liens, the junior mortgages we spoke of, judgments, contractor liens, all that stuff can be put on title. And so, without knowing what's going to be wiped off at auction, that's where the part of the risk comes in. So, working with a service, like ours or one of the other services here, we're going to pull full title. We're going to let you know what follows, what doesn't, what true lien position is foreclosing, and at that point, we're going to pull a CMA, let you know the property value, and make an educated decision.
Are you still seeing some deals on bank-owned REOs?
Yeah, we're actually working on another division of our company that's kind of working a little bit more with REOs. So we can't really go into it right now. It's something we're kind of developing, but we're going to start doing a little bit more REO stuff as well.
Excellent. All right, can you say your name for the camera so everybody knows who you are?
Robert Schoenmakers.
With?
Foreclosure Solutions.
All right, and where can they find you online if they want to find you?
Our website is www.foreclosuresolutionsnw.com.
Excellent. Thanks so much.
Thank you so much.
Bye.